What up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel, Dap Universal. I'm Dap. So, coming back at you with another pick a card reading, and today, we're gonna be doing a reading focused on the aftermath of the conflict. What I mean by that? So, have you ever gotten into say a really bad fight with somebody? Just an eruption out of nowhere. Like either you came to a realization of something, a lie came out, a betrayal, or what's perceived as a betrayal. It just comes out or hits you like a ton of bricks, and you just there's a confrontation. Words are said, things are done, and none of it's positive or healthy, and we're triggered, and that's that. So in this aftermath, you may not be talking right now. You may be cooling down. You may be in no contact for a long time. You may be in contact, but things are a little bit off. It's all of that. So think the aftermath of any kind of conflict, confrontation from this person's perspective can be romantic or not. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick a pile. So what you do in these readings, you pick a pile, take a deep breath, and you choose a pile. Because there's 3 different readings in this one video, but your specific reading is tied to an image or I guess a tarot deck. So I'm going to show you the images real quick on the screen so you can see which one are you called to the most, which image are you called to, and you can check the timestamp below in the description or in the pinned comment. And if those pictures didn't really inspire you, then you can pick a deck. So pile number 1 is going to be the Broke BI Tarot. Yep, the Broke BI TCH Tarot. Pile number 2 is the Disorder Tarot of the Innocent. And pile number 3, the Luna SOLIEL Tarot. And if I remember, I will make sure to have these linked in the description if you want to buy them for yourself. Knock yourself out. But yeah, like the video for me if you can. And also thank y'all for supporting the channel. I do go live every day if you ever want to get a live reading. It's called Tarot and Chill every day at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, around that time, and sometimes just sprinkle it in around the day. But also you can get one of my specials if you want a personal reading. I do what I call $10 Tarot. $10 Tarot is where I record an answer to one question of yours, and I go really in depth, kind of like how I go in the piles, and I send it to you as a private video link through your email, and you can pay on with the link. It's going to send you to PayPal, but you do not have to sign in or have a PayPal account in order to buy anything from my shop. So you can actually book the reading by just using a credit card if you want to. There's an option for that when you go to the link and select Pay with PayPal. But I won't bore you to death. Yeah, I'll see you at your reading. Bye for now. What up, pile number 1? So if you chose the Broke BI Tarot, welcome to your reading on how are things in this dynamic after this conflict. So what I mean by that, conflict, when things kind of go awry, you're triggered, your shadow gets the best of you, your ego gets the best of you, y'all are having a falling out, a come to Jesus, or just a flat out plain fight. So this is after actual conflict. So it doesn't have to be romantic, but I'm gonna try to keep it open. But we are gonna look at the conflict itself with maybe the underlying issue, what's obvious or what should be appreciated, as well as what's hidden, the shadowy aspects of it, maybe the unconscious parts of why we react the way we do. And then also the next move, or what's likely to happen based off of this. But first, we're gonna do a vibe check with the Prisma Color Oracles. A vibe check. What's the vibe of this connection? Oh, and by the way, at the end, we'll do some of these. What are they saying? With the Hermit Tarot. Okay. All right. So 3 cards came out. You have energy. You have energy. isolation, and abundance. Some of y'all may not actually be in contact right now. Things may have, like, it may have exploded. Um, Signs that I'm seeing so far, because I already did a pre-shuffle. I see Gemini, I see Capricorn, I also see Libra, I see Scorpio. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Maybe Cancer. Maybe Cancer. But the conflict itself. You have the Six of Wands in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles. So this is like maybe ego getting the best of us, especially like if like random, if like there is some kind of issue with like substance abuse or like alcohol, like basically it could be a mean drunk. It could be a mean ass drunk or something like that. It's somebody who get maybe full of themselves or maybe get entitled whenever they're not in their most grounded mindset. I'll say it that way. So, or this person could be like suffering from basically delusions. Like they may think that it's one thing when it's not, or like it could be you. Like somebody may have like overestimated the relationship or overvalued the relationship compared to the other person. Like when you think that y'all may be a thing, when y'all just like maybe casually dating or like maybe just friends with benefits or something, you think y'all together. It's like that energy. Those are conflict about that. But I do feel like for most of y'all, this is like a love situationship or a friend turn lover situation, like a weird attraction to a friend or something like that. Y'all may not have ever been together, but I'm picking up romance. What should like the energy that's obvious or what shouldn't be taken for granted? You do have the lovers. You do have the lovers. But lovers doesn't have to be romantic. It can just mean kindred spirits or like a having to make a choice about a relationship. Like that choice between, all right, so do we stay where we're at or do we actually take it to the next level? You know, we have the devil. And I'm not getting that. The main energy I'm getting like with this devil card is not necessarily bad. It's like mixed with this version of the lovers with them in bed, it gives me sex. It's like if y'all are romantic, it's like some real passionate sex vibes. I don't know, a lot of energy towards that. Maybe I have like that kind of chemistry or something, but like maybe a lack of commitment, or maybe like y'all bring out the the worst in each other when it comes down to like triggers. Like this person may trigger you to the point like you just cannot contain yourself. Like, oh my god, how dare you, right? And the devil and the lovers represents a sort of opposites because those are like opposite cards in the tarot. It's like the devil's the same as the lovers. It's just like when it becomes toxic, when it becomes codependent, when it becomes something else. So I feel like y'all may have been like very much like feeling like soulmated energy, like can't keep your hands off each other, like loving, like I mean, like truly magnetic. However, I do feel like something about like the way that entitlement thing that came out at first, that block, whatever that is, the conflict, it's like it brings out the worst in the relationship. Also, one of y'all could be a Capricorn, the other one could be like a Gemini or something like that, or have it in your moon signs or Venus. I also see the Queen of Cups, Cancer. It's like yeah, the feelings are there, but it's like somebody doesn't like one of y'all needs the validation and the other one doesn't want to give it. It's kind of what it's like. One of y'all needs validation. Like, tell me that you know, like you want to be here. Tell me that you. What do you like about me? It's like one of y'all need validation and the other one just doesn't want to give it because they're an asshole. Like they don't like feel like they're pushed into doing something or whatever. Whoever like the fool. So y'all push each other into new ways of like being, or new ways of like experiencing a relationship, and it's I think shaking y'all to the core, both of you. But what is it that we know for a fact to be true? In the aftermath of whatever happened, this conflicts. We have the Three of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Y'all may have been, okay, so if this is romantic, y'all could have very well been like friends first, or like co-workers first, or just something. It's like y'all, there was something established before actually becoming like an item or a thing, or even like before this person was like fully integrated into your social group, if this is just a friend. It's like there's a little bit of history before y'all actually get close, if that makes sense. Like y'all weren't close when you met for a while. It gives me also vibes like somebody like take if it fits, if it don't, we don't. Like if y'all were like friends with benefits and like had like a sexual history together, but like started dating later, like it could have been months later, years later, who knows? It gives me that. All right, so what's the underlying issue or like the hidden aspects, the subconscious? Like what subconscious factors made this conflict erupt? I see the King of Cups and I see the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Someone feeling left out, tossed to the side, and very emotional about it. King of Cups is like, it's like I feel like as it was happening, you may have stuffed that emotion down or tried to put on a poker face, because that's also what King of Cups does. That Scorpio energy doesn't like to show the emotions, but it feels things like deeper than anybody. It's upset because the Five of Pentacles in reverse is like saying it's an insecurity. It's an insecurity, feeling like you think that your person doesn't value you, or that they push you off to the side. They didn't think about you. They did not care. It's kind of like what I'm getting. And that comes from like an abandonment issue or like just some childhood wound. It's not necessarily their fault because they didn't mean to do it. I see the Ten of Wands, and it made things kind of feel like, wow, like you feel this upset because of either the amount of attention that I'm just not able to give you, or this perceived like wrong or something like that. It's like you may have really kind of like let them have it. Like somebody may have said some things that they can't take back, and it's because like I mean the emotions just got the best of both of y'all, I think, but mainly maybe this emotional person. I feel like only one person like freaked out because like the energy only kind of goes one way. I don't see it as a fight. I see it as like a one-sided fight. The other one just kind of disconnects or something like that. Like if you just really had to speak your truth, and they're like, okay, well, I don't agree, and that's it. They won't engage. They won't engage. They won't engage. Where's this going? We have the Seven of Swords and the Justice card. All right, something. All right, some lie or some like, or some half truth, or like just something that you did not know, and you didn't know because they were moving like sneaky. It's gonna come to light. The Seven of Swords and the Justice card is like whatever transgressions have, whatever you need to know, you will know, because it's like I feel like there's an aspect of this situation where it's like maybe you should not be with this person because they're not necessarily honest, or like they just don't value you as much as you need them to. The Page of Wands comes up. The Four of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. I wouldn't be surprised if y'all actually had another falling out. It's almost like something becomes revealed, or you get some confirmation about some shady shit that happened that you did not know prior, and then it re-engage and it escalates all over again. Like it escalates all over again. And this may be the thing that could really like burn that bridge if you go that route. I hope you don't go that route. I hope you just ignore it, or just don't go that route. Because you don't want to burn a bridge, for one, and two, even if you did not care, it's like this is adding to the karma. I feel like it's adding to the karma. Like, what's the point? But you will definitely have a choice, and you have to realize that this connection is a spiritual connection. Like this connection is spiritual. It may be karmic as hell, but they're soulmates, and this was not a waste of time. But let's pull some of these Hermit Tarot cards, and then we'll close it out. What are they saying, or what they like to say? What's the truth to pile number one? Yes, whatever you're questioning. Yes, 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 yes. Whatever you're questioning. I don't know. Use your intuition. Woo! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Words do hurt. Yeah, when you popped off on that ass. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Woo! Almost dropped off of that. You make my heart full. Have I lost everything? Got a lot of nines. 9, 9. We got a lot of sevens. This feels like a test. This feels like a test. But sound off in the comments and let me know how this resonated. If this resonated. And remember, guys, I love you. If you got spirit. What? Spirit got you. Blessings in all we do. Bye. What up, pal number 2? If you chose the Disorder Tarot of Innocence, welcome to your reading on the conflict. Now that we stirred the pot, shit to hit the fan. What's up? How they feel? Where they at? We may be in contact, we may not be. This may be romantic, it may not be. I don't know. But I know I am gonna start off with checking this vibe of this Prisma Color Oracle. All right, we have cleanse, blue, cleanse, wash it away, purify. It could be this energy of removing what doesn't fit in your life anymore with this person. Peace. That beige peace. And isolation. Cleanse, peace, and isolation. So you may not be in contact with this person. It may have also been a little bit of time since this situation may have happened. Pain in reverse on the bottom of the deck. It may not be as painful now as it used to be. But we're going to be diving in. I'm going to be reading these tarot cards in pairs. So we'll be looking at the placements that I already did a pre-shuffle for, what the conflict actually is, what is something y'all may have been taking for granted in the connection itself, like maybe a positive aspect. What some obvious facts about what led us up to this situation, this conflict, this chaos, as well as the underlying issue, which may be more subconscious, say in the background type of energies that pull the string. And then we also have like maybe where they are willing to take this, or where they want to take this moving forward. Okay. So the conflict itself, we have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands in reverse. The sense of not knowing what's coming next. You could also be dealing with a Cancer, or you could be a Cancer. I also see Aries. I see Leo. I see Aquarius. Is it? But feeling like dealing with someone who is rather empathic. Like I feel like the connection itself. I think it's the connection itself. The connection itself may have been very close. This could be like, say, a bond with like a female, like a mother bond, female friend, sister, something like that for some of y'all. A lot of y'all, maybe, I don't know. Or two women, it could be. But it feels like the aggressor in this situation may be the female or the feminine. Could be just dealing with the Cancer. I don't know. But the Queen of Cups is like saying like y'all had a very deep emotional bond. Like it wasn't a mental connection for real. It wasn't a very like creative thing. No, it was very emotional. Y'all went deep. Y'all like to feel. Y'all like to submerge and like flow in that place of like, I don't know, lusty, sexy. It's mushy. But the thing is, I don't think y'all really had any real direction, or like there was no real direction or sense of groundedness in the connection. I don't feel, and I feel like things may have been a little bit dramatic, or for no reason, like just dramatic. Like you may have been moody, or like you both could have like brought out that moodiness in each other to where it's like almost irritable sometimes. I also see the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Um, this person was a little bit flimsy. A little bit flimsy, maybe hard to commit. Love romance. Love to connect. Love that. Love to be in the fields, but don't want like the work or the commitment that goes along with having that type of partner, right? The sacrifices or the compromise. They don't want that. They just want the sex part and the feelings part. You know, like it's like almost like using you like a drug, using the connection as a drug. And I feel like there's a lot left unsaid as well. Pisces energy comes up, a lot left unsaid, but intuitively, I think you both know. Intuitively, I think you both know how the other one feels about how this shit went down. But let's look at what y'all take for granted in the connection. I see the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups in reverse. And the High Priest, or that's the Hierophant. I feel like y'all challenge each other's beliefs. I feel like there's something about manifesting the other, like just when you need it to. Like it's like somebody coming in the nick of time. I'm seeing 555 on my clock. Literally, I'm seeing 555. Somebody came in to just shake things up, and it leaves a profound mark on the other. But you have to get through you have to get through this pain or get through this negativity in order to see the blessing that it brings in, because it does bring a blessing. Maybe an understanding of yourself, stepping more into your personal power and boundaries and what you will or will not tolerate. But I feel like going into this connection, maybe you're more disconnected to yourself, and now maybe even if it's just like you realizing that, hey, maybe you haven't dated in a long time, or maybe you haven't put yourself out there in a while, and this connection at least affirms to you like, hey, I think I'm ready for a relationship. I'm ready to do that. I think I'm ready to actually date again. It may not be with this idiot or this asshole I just got finished dealing with, but I still want to, maybe put myself back out there. It was fun. I enjoyed the good parts. It's kind of what it says. But what are some facts about this conflict that happened? This confrontation, it feels like, because I see the Strength card in reverse and I see the Ten of Swords in reverse. Somebody's ego went out of control. Someone was triggered and they let their shadow side, their egoic side, take full reign, and they popped off. And at this point, it's more like what's worse is, the worst has already happened. Like, it was devastating maybe for some people, like whatever this feeling of being stabbed in the back was. Maybe someone cheated. Someone told, like, say, just someone did something. No, that someone, it's not spread a lot. No, someone did something to you. Someone did something that made you question, like, people in general. It's almost like it was bullying. And then moved away or something like that. Some of y'all got abandoned by this person on top of that as well, or had to move or something like that. It's traumatic. Whatever this is, it was traumatic. This shit was traumatic. And everyone knows it. You could have lost a house with this person, or like been homeless because of this person or something like that. Or had to really struggle with your resources because of this person. What's the underlying issue for the conflict, for what happened? Like, what's going on in the shadows, the hidden parts? I see the Six of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Coins in reverse. Someone felt entitled to your energy, felt entitled to it. Also, there was like a dependency, like you may be giving this person money, or vice versa. It was a certain dependency, like say if you knew the relationship was going toxic, but you couldn't leave because y'all lived together and you didn't have nowhere to stay, something like that. And they knew that shit too, and they acted accordingly. They rubbed it in your face. They showed their ass a little bit because they knew that you couldn't go nowhere. Or it could be like a work situation as well. Like, say, you can't leave jobs, but you got to put up this motherfucker or something like that. Be that too. Something about also in the beginning, this could have been a relationship that's just based on like superficial things or like superficial needs or something like that. It wasn't very deep. It went deep, but at first it may not have been deep. It may not have been deep at first. Like, the initial attraction had been very superficial. I think that resonates. Where this person wants to go, where they're willing to go beyond this. In this situation, I see the Tower and the Fool. I can see a new start happening randomly. I can see like some time going by and like maybe this person thinking of you, you think about them and just reaching out and like the stars line up just right, the planets align just right. They in a good mood, you in a good enough mood, and y'all start to converse and you talk out your bullshit because you need to. the moon. I can see that happening at night. I feel like there's a lot left unsaid in this situation. A lot left unsaid. I feel like y'all both get readings on each other because I feel like y'all both come maybe into this. I see Pisces energy. I see Scorpio energy as well. Maybe Scorpio moon. Somebody over here. But I feel like new beginnings come, and I feel like if this is a person that's actually not a legit narcissist or not abusive, keyword on not abusive, I feel like this situation will have opportunity to come back around, and it may end in some kind of commitment or like say true appreciation for and value for what the other one has to offer. I can see them coming back in. I want to pull some of these hermit tarot cards. What would they say to you if they could? Just honest, truthful. What would they say to you? What would they say to you? Pile number 2. Words do hurt. Yeah, y'all said some shit. Y'all said some things you can't take back. Embarrassed. I miss you. Do you? Number 8. Woo. My life started when I met you. You're wrong. My life started when I met you. My life started when I met you. You are wrong. I dream about you a lot, maybe too much. Maybe 1 or 2. I know you from somewhere. Past life lovers, or we could start this connection. We could have been in this connection for a long time. Maybe it's evolved into many different things over the years. Who knows? Or maybe you started off as co-workers and then friends and then lovers and then frenemies and whatever. One more card, and I'll close it out. Will you choose me? Number 4 and 7. Wait. I dream about you too much. You are wrong. My life started when I met you. I know you from somewhere. I miss you. Do you? And words do hurt. Sound off in the comments. Let me know if this resonated or however this resonated. I love y'all to pieces. So remember, guys, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and all we do. Bye. What up, pile number 3? If you chose the Luna Soleil Tarot, welcome to your reading on what are their feelings after the confrontation, the conflict, the chaos, the smackdown, not smackdown, the fight. When shit hit the fan, baby. This is where we're at. We will be looking at. I'll be reading the tarot in pairs, actually, and those pairs will be looking at what the conflict actually is, something that you guys are kind of taking for granted in the connection, and some obvious facts about what happened, where you're at, the underlying issue, maybe what's more so hidden, and where this person is prepared to take the connection from here. Okay? You might be an Aquarius. I see Capricorn, not Capricorn, Taurus. I see, well, Capricorn, Taurus, any fixed sign. So Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus, any of those. And I think that's about it. Taurus, Libra. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. But anyway, what's the main conflict? I feel like this is a situation where like this could be lovers or friends or whatever. I'm hearing coworkers for some of y'all. Like for some reason I'm hearing coworkers for some of y'all. It's a very mental connection. Even if it's romantic, it's very mental. So like there may have been mind games been playing. There may have been something about having to trust one's word. And also there's a theme of plans not coming together, or broken plans or broken promises, as well as a lack of motivation or a lack of putting in the work. Someone felt like the other wasn't necessarily showing up. Virgo energy. That somebody wasn't, yeah, somebody wasn't doing the work. I see that with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's an unstable, lazy energy. When it comes down to like say taking action, the Ace of Wands comes up. So it's like I think they do take action, but it's like the conflict is like maybe someone feels like you take the wrong action. There's like a lack of gratitude for what they actually do bring to the table. I can see that. That's how maybe somebody feels. But it's basically like action and initiation happens in spurts and like randomness and like flashes. It's not consistent, and that was a big issue. That was the problem. It was not consistent. Clarify the Knight of Coins and the Ace of Wands. This could also be like broken promise, like promising, like I'm gonna do this, I promise I'm gonna do that, and never doing it. Never fails. The Lovers. So this could be a romantic relationship, could be living with a Gemini, but it's like agreeing to come into some kind of partnership or some kind of connection, but then again, not living up to the expectation that y'all set. Two of Cups in reverse. Sometimes it felt like a mismatch, right? Sometimes it felt like a mismatch, or like say very drawn to each other, but like don't know why. Opposites attract kind of thing. Could be kind of pointing the finger to maybe like a karmic type of connection as well. But let's pull some of these Prisma Oracle cards to get the vibe. Let me get the vibe of the reading real quick before we go any further. All right, so I have frustration, trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Yeah, that's frustrating. Frustration. What else we got? Magic. Magic. Frustration. Magic. Some of y'all may actually be trying to like manifest this person or manifest peace in the connection. I feel like I don't feel like it's a curse. I feel like y'all are trying to infuse like some spirituality into like this connection somehow. So if y'all like do hoodoo or something like that, I see you. Surrender, but you may want to stop. Surrender. Frustration, magic, and surrender. It's like you have literally done everything that you can do to do your part. Like it's now their time to do something. Because you're only acting at this point out of anxiety. It's their turn to do something. Okay? But, what's something that y'all take for granted in the connection? The King of Swords and the Nine of Wands. I feel like there's a certain loyalty to the connection, but like y'all it's like y'all don't agree on a lot. And sometimes it's just like bickering, but it's like y'all stick up for the other person whenever need be. Like it's like you if you 100% needed them or something like that, they would be there. If like you just really need it, they may not be consistent. They may not come when you want them to, but like something about like they were there when they needed to be or something like that. Or something about like maybe you share a similar struggle, something like that. Something like it's like you may be different, but you may share a similar struggle. Like if you were like both like say not straight, like queer or something, or gay or something, it makes sense. I got King of Swords, clarifying the King of Swords. So this is two very mental people. If you were to do this, it would make sense. Two very mental people. But the thing is with the King of Swords, it's like you're both very independent as well, but in different ways. One of you may actually be an Aquarius. Maybe both of y'all, I don't know. Or Venus in Aquarius. Oh, I can see that. If one of y'all was like Moon in Aquarius and like Sun in Aquarius, or Moon in Aquarius and like Venus in Aquarius, something like that, like different planets. So you like project or manifest that energy in different ways. Like say if it was a Moon in Aquarius versus a Venus in Aquarius, that Venus in Aquarius person is gonna want to kind of love you from afar, and like, or have like an unconventional relationship with you. Keep things kind of open. Be spontaneous. When it comes down to love. And that moon person will have like the Aquarius moon person will have a subconscious need for space to detach, or a subconscious need to differentiate themselves in the relationship. So you can see how like those are like maybe two different ways of like projecting that energy. And so it kind of clash. But the thing is, there's a mutual understanding, is what it kind of says to me. So mutual understanding. So even when you're fighting, even if you don't see eye to eye, there's something about like, but I do know where you're coming from. I don't agree, but I know where you're coming from. It's like it's an understanding. There was a mutual understanding for each other. I love that. The connection may also be a little bit telepathic of sorts. Like you may know when this person's calling. You may finish this person's sentences. You may think something and they like end up doing it. That kind of thing. It's like these weird synchronicities that kind of like fall in line with telepathy, but maybe unconscious or conscious, because we do have what magic. All right, what's something that's obvious in this connection? We have the Ten of Swords and the Two of Wands. So yeah, y'all definitely like when shit hit the fan, hit the fan. I mean, someone felt betrayed and backstabbed, and like that they got the short end of the stick, and that they're not going to get, they're not going to get with the what was promised to them. Like, say if y'all plan on doing something, you may feel like you got future faked. What is future faking? When someone intentionally leads you on to think that it's going to be something bigger than it is by saying, "Oh, we're going to buy a house one day. Oh, we're going to have this one day," but in reality, they know good and well that ain't gonna happen because they don't plan on being there that long. That's future faking. So some of y'all may feel like that happened to you with the Ten of Swords and the Two of Wands. The Hierophant comes up, maybe about a commitment. Maybe you thought that this was gonna lead to, you was just sure it was gonna lead to a commitment, and they dropped the ball on that ass. They pulled the rug from up under that ass, and yeah, betrayed, goddamn. But they just didn't show up for you. Like, say if you just wishing that they would just like take the initiative, take the step to do something, and they don't. Is that drop the card? We have the Judgment card in reverse, and it leaves them feeling very judged, very criticized, very that like that. You could also be a Virgo or have like your Sun in the sixth house, or Mercury in Virgo, or Capricorn. They feel very judged. Also Scorpio energy. What's the underlying issue? What's hidden about it? About how we get to this point? You have the Empress and the Seven of Swords. There may have been ulterior motives in the connection on both sides, because you know, like we get into relationships not just to get in a relationship. Sometimes there's like a feeling of like, okay, a mutual like, what do I get out of this? Like, why should we remain connected? Like, you know, like I scratch my back. I mean, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, type of shit. So it was like growth on somebody's mind, at least one of y'all's, and that was a big factor as to why they were interested in the relationship. I'm gonna see the Ace of Cups. It's almost like there's also something about somebody not being honest about where they were in the connection, like how much of a commitment they really wanted. But I think they showed up as if like they wanted a commitment. They were acting like that, like they were going down that path, and they may have been, but after this shakeup, after this confrontation, it's like all bets are off. And I feel like they kind of like have an easier time detaching for some reason. They have an easier time detaching, I think. But somebody was trying to get something maybe more practical, like say resources or something like that on top of an emotional connection. Because the emotional connection is there. The Empress does come up upright. The Ace of Cups comes up as well. But the Seven of Swords is like saying it's something kind of like not just because I want to experience unconditional love, you know? Someone may have like a better home or like money or something like that. It's just something. Put yourself where you fit in. Where's this likely headed? At this point, we do have the World and the Three of Swords. Disappointment, acknowledging that I'm disappointed, accepting that, and maybe moving on. the end of a cycle. It doesn't mean like this, that y'all won't break up, make up, or get back together, but it's like saying it's really like up in the air. The world is like, it's the last card in the deck, it's finality, but it's also representing of like, say, starting that cycle over again. So they could be saying, this is it. I'm done with, like, say, this toxic negative energy in our relationship, and I'm willing to transcend that and pick better patterns, you know, recognizing my shadow patterns and recognize and switching or alchemizing those into like light, understanding, unconditional love. Is that. So it's like this connection is very much meant to get you to see yourself, parts of yourself, for real. Clarify this. We have strength, yes. Could be very karmic. It could be the strength to leave and not go back to. I see the Knight of Cups, or get back together. It's really up in the air. So put yourself where you fit in. It's like saying it's possible. I'm gonna pull some of these Hermit Tarot cards, and see where they're at. What would they say to you? Just the honest truth. What would they say to you? Pile number 3. We have I lost everything? Number 9. Have I lost everything? Be more selfish. I want a fresh start with you. 1 or 2 more. I'm sorry. You make me want to do bad things, but you also make my heart full. Sign up in the comments, let me know if this resonated and how this resonated. And remember, guys, I love you to pieces. Like the video, all that good shit. And remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.